I assume it is working. It appears to be working. I don't know why it has to use the like super wide lens. I have no idea if the audio is going to be like delayed from my voice or not. I guess I didn't think about that until right now. I cannot check my phone. Because my phone is the camera. Testing the mic. Oh, I guess I can wheel this around. I don't see any chat yet. I don't know if that's set up or not on my laptop properly here. Hopefully it is. Okay. I do have chat. I probably don't have all of the emotes and things that I would have on my main machine, but hello. Everything, does it sound good? Obviously it's just kind of my microphone, right? So hopefully it sounds good. Okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to walk this over here. Everybody's going to get motion sickness. Row up. It's going to look like I'm doxing myself by showing my license plate, but I don't think I really care if I'm honest. And then I can just drag it is a temp tag, yeah. But I mean, I've posted photos of my other car with like on Instagram with my normal tags. So I don't think it really matters a whole lot. Does it look nice and crisp? I mean, I'm not dropping frames. Only shooting at 1080p. So it should be fine. Okay. If this works out, I will have better solutions for things. I'm gonna try to play music and hopefully it's not distracting.
Sure, here's some music picked just for you. Okay, here's a station just for you.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I just needed some sort of background noise. I'm gonna try to move my mic a little bit out of my face here. And maybe a little bit away from my mouth as well, so it's not quite as close to the edge of the point. Okay. I think that's a pretty decent framing. I must have touched my... Okay. Alright. Hello, me in the reflection of my car. Don't mind how dirty the car is. I haven't really been able to clean it. Okay. Can I even show off why I'm doing the things that I'm doing? Yes. Okay. So, I'm just going to talk at you from here. The, so if you notice when I unlock the door, the halogen, there's still one stupid halogen bulb. Actually, there's two, because you can see the license plates. So, the idea is I have a wiring harness that's going to change it so that way the actual LED light is the turn signal. I don't fully know what I'm doing, but that's fine. We're going to try our best here. It should be just a matter of take thing out, plug thing in, put everything back in. I'm sure it's not that hard either. I'm sure it's actually incredibly easy. I don't really have a good way of showing off like my garage. I've definitely done harder projects. Yeah, replacing the radiator and the Focus was not fun. If this like works out and this is fun and I want to do this more, I might try to get like some sort of other camera. I don't really know how I would. I don't know if like the iPad can connect at the same time or not, but just so I can have a couple different like angles, and I would need some chairs. But anyway, that's further thinking. Okay. I'm gonna try to turn my thing so I can see. So I can see this, and I can see hopefully chat maybe kind of. Really? You gotta be like touching the car with the key for that to work, which is good, I guess, but. Hey, Dustin. I don't know how to show this a ton. I don't know how much it matters. I don't know if you guys care about every single detail or not. But. So I've got one thing here. And then I got to take this off. And then this should pop out. And then I should be able to replace the. Or put in the wiring harness here. I kind of like this shot better. Actually, let me back the camera up a little bit. Sure. Let's see if I know where my tools are. We'll see if you guys enjoy this or not. I'm not going to have like $1 million to be buying car parts all the time. So this is going to be, I wouldn't call it a rarity necessarily, but it's definitely not going to be like an everyday thing. Babe, if you keep tabs on the iPad, maybe if it gets up to like 30% or something, so I can just have something to read chat instead of moving the thing around. I need to get a pair of recording glasses. Yeah, like at some of the like the Ray-Bans or whatever. Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, I've got really bright lights in here. Hopefully it's bright enough that you guys can at least see. There we go. I'm supposed to have trim removal tools for that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, we got some hex bolts there. I've only been live for a few minutes and I'm kind of about this. It's kind of fun to, like, I enjoy doing car stuff as it is, but it's kind of fun to, like, share the experience, I guess, for those who care. I don't know how I would do, like, because I don't have a lift, so I don't know how I would do, like, you know, exhaust stuff, but... I believe it's a 10 mil, because what on cars isn't a 10 mil? Bingo. Oh, I know I don't need a lift. It would be a lift specifically just so that way people could see better. My mom is blowing me up. I hope you guys can't like hear my MacBook. Oh, that's the other thing. So, at least as of today, I'm not going to have the ability to. It's not going to display any sort of alerts for followers or anything. I will see them in. Why am I doing this? That's right. No, I want to use my power tools because I'm a man. I'm a man and I'm stubborn, and I want to use my power tools. But I don't know if I finished that statement. I'm not going to see follow alerts or sub alerts or anything if we get any of those. So it's up to you guys to let me know that we get them or not, because I don't have that visibility on the Mac. Hopefully that's not like crazy loud in the mic. All right, well that was easy. So now, and I'll show you, I'll try to get a shot of like both sides here. Power tools are more better. Why do things with hand tools when you have power tools? I'm trying to like be a good videographer and let you guys see what I'm doing here. So I've got all I got to do here, it's hard to see because it's behind, but there's just the wiring harness plug, and I'm just popping that out. Maybe. Maybe. Jeez. That like does not want to come out. Well, it should have just popped out easy. Of course, that's how these things go, right? Yeah, I'm don't worry, I'm leery of my bumper. The bumper down here is plastic at least, but yeah, I'm making sure I'm not rubbing it against the car. That is like in there, dog. Seriously? Ow. Dude, that is like hella stuck in there. There we go. Okay. I mangled up the clip a little bit, but the connector itself is fine, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, and then we just have a resistor, and that should just kind of drop behind the bumper, just like so. Maybe. There we go. I am sweating bullets. It is warm out here. It is hot in Topeka. I feel like that didn't snug. I'll probably go back with the normal ratchet so I don't over torque something. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. That should be just about one piece done already. I am, like, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm, like, literally dripping sweat. I'm sure it is nice, and if I'm gonna spend more time out here, I'm probably gonna end up putting a split, a mini split out here. Where did I do? There it is. Okay. So now, oh dang it! I gotta take that. Well, let's look at it first. I meant to take a stupid bulb out. Nice. And just to show you, so we know what that looks like. This is what it looked like before. Oh, I think that looks a million times better. There's going to be people out there that literally couldn't care less about lights, but a fan in the slightest would probably, at least, a fan in the least would probably help, yes. I'm actually going to grab some water. Because I have that capacity out here. It is very stale. I suppose I could try to open a window, but I don't know if that's really going to do anything. It's probably not going to do much, but hey, maybe it's something. Okay. I need to take this back out because I got to take that halogen out of there. Darn it! It's not a car project if you don't have to take the first 10 steps out. I hate these things. Hopefully you guys can see enough. So I got these, when I bought this kit, the idea was that you buy their extra LED bulbs that go in place of the turn signals, so that way you have like another reverse light, so it's brighter, which is cool, except for the fact that why is it $50? So instead, I cheaped out. I'm trying to get this out. There we go. Ideally, you don't want to touch these. If you're new to all this, you don't want to touch these, but this is getting thrown away, so. There we go. That just barely fits in there. Okay. I should probably make sure that works, hey? I don't know if I can... I have no idea if I can just like accessory mode put this thing in reverse, if it'll show the lights or not. Why are you mad? Has he got charged? Okay. Thanks. Alright. I should be able to see chat on my iPad now. Stream manager. I don't know how to do this. Chat. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can just accessory mode put this thing in reverse and see if that light comes on. If I just put it in reverse here, okay, yeah, nothing. Oh. I love not having to put a key in the ignition, but I never have it on me. Alright, I should be able to just do like ignition on, right? No? Uh-oh. I think you connected to my car. Uh-oh. I'm confused. I should have had maybe I'll put the other light in and I'll have Elena come out here and make sure things are working. I think it is working. I can see what I believe is the reverse light. I know it's blurry. It's actually frozen is the problem because it connected to my car. Hang on. I did not think of this through. How do I fix this? Hello. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Alright, cool. I'm gonna just trust that that worked. I'm gonna trust that that worked, and we're just gonna move on to the other side. I made sure to look at the pins when I put those in to make sure that it should work. You know what though? You know what I might do? I might leave that half apart and just go the other light, because every time I assume, it makes an ass out of you and me, right? I didn't do that, but there's a it's the same difference there at the Circle K close to my house. They also do propane tank exchanges. Alright, I just need to make sure I'm not like missing bolts. Let's not be losing bolts and things to this car already. Don't let me forget to put that bulb in the other side, chat. Alright, we're just I'm gonna leave that bolt kind of in there so that way it doesn't come apart. God forbid that falls to the ground or something stupid. Something dumb. I can lose like 5 pounds just being out here in this garage. Just sweating. Okay. Who needs trim tool removers when you can just hurt your fingers getting these things off? That sounds like more fun. You're not working on cars if you're not busting knuckles, right? Is it really a project well done if you come inside and your knuckles are all like clean? Let me get that wiring harness in the bulb. Truth. Hopefully I'm doing a decent job at letting you guys see what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Katana, I got your pain trying to work on a car when recording. Of course, that's probably more annoying than just live streaming it. You know what? Gloves. There's something about gloves. I'm trying to think of it. There's no real way for me to be able to show this clip, but it's a pain to get out. Never mind. This one's just going to be that much easier. Take bulb out. Take bulb out. Take bulb out. Think about taking the bulb out. Don't forget about putting the bulb out. Or putting the bulb in. Don't forget about that. Because you will forget if you don't think about it. You're going to put this whole light back together. And then be mad because you didn't put the bulb in. Alright, so you better take the bulb out now. Gosh, they really make these not wiggle room. Don't touch these bulbs. Hey, if I bust a knuckle legitimately doing this job, I probably shouldn't be working on cars that much. Is that touching contacts? I feel like it's not touching contacts for some reason. Come on. This thing just barely went. There we go. There's not much room for that. Okay. Let's get this back in here. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure how I'm going to test that this works, since my phone wants to connect to the car. In case you were wondering, if you live stream off your MacBook and you have an iPhone, you can do it wirelessly pretty easily. If you die on stream, the channel will go viral. Well, you know what? You know what they always say. You know, if you're gonna die, you might as well monetize it. All right. That looks so much better. I am a fan, and I'm just gonna trust that those reverse lights work, and I will test that later. Okay, now for the part I really actually don't know how to do. I'm gonna leave those bolts out for now. I'm gonna test to make sure all the lights work after stream, so that way I can have Elena come and help. So I need to take out I don't know how I'm going to capture this, but I need to take it out. I'm not going to crush the iPad. I need to take these out somehow, and on Elena's Subaru they popped out this way, but they don't. It doesn't really look like they do that here. Might have to look that up before I start prying on things. I'm just gonna look it up over here. How do open thing. How to replace trunk lid, what is it? License plate light on a 26 Subaru WRX. Remove the 9 plastic clips holding the interior trunk lid. Twist the bulb socket counterclockwise. Pull them out. Pull the old ones. Okay. So as I thought, I do actually need to do all this. Okay. I can't see jack, dude. Actually, let's see, I can. Let's see. I can probably put this back. I got this water out, never had any of it. Get yourself, if you guys are in the garage a lot, hi. If you guys are in the garage a lot, get yourself a mini fridge. If you're cooler than me, you'll get yourself a beer fridge. But, you know, if you're like me, you get a water fridge. You just installed a drinking fountain. That's probably cooler. Your boy doesn't have water ran to this place, and I don't see my city letting me do that. I don't know if you want a beer tap, but you a beer fridge. There's probably a tool for this too, but this will work just fine. I should probably let you guys see what I'm doing, hey? Professional streamer. Those are in there. Okay. Good thing there's 9 of these. Love that for me. Are these all the same? They look to be the same, but I'm gonna play this safe and actually take them out in order here. I am going to be ready for a shower after this. Holy cow. I'm trying to make sure I don't scratch the paint in here, doing this with a screwdriver. On the Focus, I also have like 9 of these that are all like screwdrivers, or they're all Phillips head. I've taken them out so many times that I don't even need to take the Phillips head part out anymore. I can just pull on the whole plug. Here's my alibi. I know you guys can't hear the music probably, but it was kind of intentional because I didn't know how this was gonna go. Alright. All 9 of those are out. It's like a... It's like actually plastic, not just fabric in there. Okay, that comes out like that. Now what? Oh, I see. Does it come out this way? I don't know if you guys can see this at all. Okay, so that just twists out, okay. Problem is I have a whole panel. Or do I keep that part in and it's just the panel that I put in, maybe? Don't be stupid. No, it's the whole module. It is indeed the whole thing. So, I gotta figure out how this actually pops out. It sort of kind of looks like it's supposed to come out this way. Hopefully I don't need to take like the actual trim off or something stupid. Sure is looking like that. Why would you do that, Subaru? Huh. It definitely seems like it's not going to come out this way. Unless it can like twist out or something. Well, ain't that stupid. So this trim probably pops off then. Which I think is a couple bolts as well. Back to Google. I think they have a instruction manual. Nope. That is just the bulb. Thank you, though. That is still just the bulb. Well, so thoughts. I definitely, to do this, here's what sucks. These are $30. To replace the entire housing, I have to take that trim off. And there's several forums that say they snapped that, trying to take the trim off. And I don't know that I'm willing to take that risk. I think I might, for the sake of not wanting to even have a chance of breaking anything, I may bail on this and just get some LED bulbs instead. I didn't realize, because so Elena had an Impreza. It was a 17, and that whole housing just kind of like came out. So I didn't even think about that when I was doing this. Yeah, I don't want to risk breaking anything. I'm gonna bail on that. It's $30 kind of lost, but I'd rather do that than have a chance of breaking that trim piece. I think. I hate to lose out on $30, but This is usually what I would go, hey chat, what do you think? But it's not your car. So it's not like you guys care. I do think it's just like these push pins. Problem is they're kind of like not meant to come out. It's like 2 bolts. It's 2 bolts and then like a push tab. Right? But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can just get, the thing is the bulb is easy to replace. The housing is what is not easy to replace. So I'm going to take the L on that, and I'm just going to get LED bulbs and just like take a chance on the LED bulbs burning out, I guess. It does seem like a lot. Get that clip back in. I'm sure these lights are literally... Actually, did we save any of these from your car, babe? Or if we did, they were probably left in the car when you traded it in. Because I don't think I have any in the Focus that are that size. Alright. I'm gonna come back to that. What time is it? Gosh, it's not even 8 o'clock yet? Okay. That's all I really had planned. I thought that was gonna take longer than that. Alright. Hey babe, can you come out here and make sure that these lights work for me? We can point the camera out of the way so you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be. And then I can wrap this all up. You guys can look at my bikes. Oh, there you go. Look at my Nerf gun. The camera's gonna cut off anyway because I gotta turn the car back on. That's fine. Camera is pointed the other way. It's pointed over there. Yeah, you're mad because the trunk's open, I know.
Big man.
Okay. Annoyingly, I have to turn the car on for this to work. That's the point.
Yeah. Quite bright, actually.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
So you can see better at night.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's because, you know, whatever. Okay. Car worky. That's good. How did I make this work again? I think I just went in and I changed cameras, right? I think it's raining outside too. That's fantastic. Hello. Yeah, okay. Okay. If you guys didn't hear that, she said, yeah, they work. They're really bright. Yeah, that's kind of the point. They were not, I don't know if I was necessarily going for like blinding bright, but the point is so I can see. Is it very rainy? I hear it. Yeah, like I said, I can feel it out the window. All right. So that sucks. I'm out $30 on that because I don't want to break the trim, especially because the trim is carbon fiber and it was a $400 addition to the car that I didn't choose. So I'd rather not break that and have to repair that. I'm sure I will see. I guess I'm not working on the light yet, dummy. You kind of get, I noticed you kind of get carried away like doing things and you're like, oh yeah, I have a camera. I have a camera, I need to like show people that I'm doing things. What's our, I don't know, what's our thoughts on this format, chat? Obviously I can revamp things to make things better or whatever. This is like a first dry run, right? So this is literally just, I don't really feel like playing video games this week. I had car parts to install. I felt like it was pretty easy to film what I was doing. I know I've got other ideas if anybody's interested in like some cooking streams or anything like that. Like I'm actually a fairly decent cook. Is there any other IRL things I can think of? Yeah, I just don't always feel like playing video games, you know? Has it been like, side question, has it been like laggy at all? Because I'm streaming this over Wi-Fi. And it's my garage Wi-Fi at that. So I am wirelessly meshing with my upstairs access point in the house. I'm surprised it's doing as well as it is. Oh, come on, you. A car show vlog? What, like Cars and Coffee or something? I feel a lot more awkward filming in public. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it is not laggy. That's good. Bah! That's probably too much torque on that, but that's fine. Awkward filming in public, like having a camera on me, talking to a camera. I did it in college a little bit. If you've never filmed in public, it's a very odd thing. I guess enough people probably do it now that maybe it's not so awkward. But you definitely have people looking at you when you do it. That's for sure. I guess it's just good to know that like I can use my microphone and stuff on the Mac, and it sounds presumably pretty decent. I feel like that's not in place for some reason. Maybe it is. It's not clicking anymore, so I guess it's in place. All right. Well, I mean, if you're doing it, you're talking about Cars and Coffee. I mean, it's not public, I guess. I mean, you're doing it in a place of common interest, so. Dang it. I guess I'm just gonna have to. I'd rather not try to break the car. That just sucks. $30, dang it. And I probably can't return it. It's not like Amazon. Oh well. Actually, I can probably give those to... I wonder if Bryce would use them. I don't know if he has LED plate lights or not already. It's the DJI Mini. It's the one that you recommended I get. Just default settings. I literally just piped it directly into the into my Mac. Yeah. Dustin was talking about doing like a car show vlog. I mean, I can do something like that. I guess I don't know. Did you mean like live stream one or like create a video on one? All right, let's do. I should have pulled the car out so I could do like a side by side, but I kind of blew out the camera. But that looks so much better. I don't know if I can turn on like. Actually, let me put my tools back. Big old power tools for 4 bolts. Why not? All right. Good news, nothing hit the car. That was my main concern. Just like 9 Ryobi batteries flying across the garage. I don't have the most stable way of storing these things, and they just all fell down. Live stream going to one. So, I mean, I can try. I don't know how many more car shows there are this year, but like I'm doing this live stream from my MacBook, right? I originally was going to do it directly from my phone, but I had this idea during work today that I was like, oh, I can just like hot stream my I can use my phone as a webcam. So I have yet to test. I guess I could do something else to test streaming from the phone. All right, for anybody trying to understand what Katana is saying in chat, we had a conversation about how he thinks 4-cylinder cars should never have an exhaust. Regardless of the car, should not have an exhaust. You shouldn't have an exhaust on anything other than like a V8 or a V6. If it's less than 6 cylinders, unless it's a motorcycle, it should not have an exhaust. I disagree. However, that's not to say that I dislike V8s. V8s sound good too. That was never my argument. My argument was never that V8s sound bad. It was that I just like 4-cylinders. I like turbo noises. I like turbo whooshies. I really like boxers. Also, I don't think I can like adjust the camera view. I was trying to get like the car in frame. It's sort of there-ish, kind of. Good enough. Garage. Garaje. I've got a lot of plans for this car. I'm currently kind of debating, do I care about the warranty or not? The only way that I'm going to get turbo noises out of this car is by tuning it. And if you tune a car, you avoid the warranty. How are your cylinder count ever match your miles per gallon? Oh, you mean like having a V8 and getting 8 miles to the gallon? You know what? It's bad enough as it is to have 20 when fuel is. I just got fuel. Last week I got fuel, and I got it for $5 a gallon. Yesterday I got fuel. Yeah, yesterday I got fuel, and it was 40 cents off, and it was still $5 a gallon. So I don't know how that makes sense. I know it's only like 8:15. I kind of anticipated that taking me longer than it did. Oh, I bumped this up. No wonder my voice is cranked. Does that sound better, chat? I accidentally bumped up the decibels. It was a +6. I was like, I don't know why I'm just like sitting at the top of my audio range. I anticipated that taking longer than it did. I don't really have a plan on what else. I don't want to go inside and play video games because I'm sweaty. Unless you guys want unless I can wipe down the car, I can wax down the car. If that's fun to watch as an ASMR or whatever thing, people are into that, I guess. Otherwise, I really don't have much of a plan B. I think this is fine though. I know that I know I've been kind of iffy on streams. I didn't have internet on Tuesday. I'm like, I want to look at the here. Let me just do this. Let me just change the camera. Now it just looks weird. Now I'm just like looking directly at you. It's not that I don't want to stream necessarily. It's more so I just like I don't have any games that I want to play right now. I like Star Wars is cool, but I'm not really itching to play that right now. I'm itching more to do like stuff outside. And I think I've mentioned a few times, just like work is kind of taking a toll on me too. Where just it's so much brain power that by the time I get home, all I want to do is just crawl into bed. It's really hard to it's really hard to try to put on a show when I'm just like dead tired. And I know it's one of those things where like I don't owe anything to anybody, but I feel bad because some of you guys are paying actual money each month to subscribe to the channel. And that's like if you were to spend $5 on Netflix and then Netflix doesn't work half the time. I don't know, that's just how I see it. I want to stream. I definitely do. It's fun. It's not like I'm not having fun doing it. It's just a lot. And I think it's getting closer to the wedding. It's the wedding is definitely taking a toll on Elena and I mentally. So it's just like another thing on top of everything else that just like drains me. I'm really hoping after October, life just kind of calms down a bit. You know, I'll have things at work kind of settled. The wedding will be done. We'll be done planning for all that and trying, worrying about all that and everything else. And then my brain will be a bit clearer going forward. I will say the Subi has been very helpful. It's anybody that's a car guy knows just driving your fun car can be quite the relaxation on your mind. And even though it was very stressful on me when I went to go buy it, because it's the second most expensive thing that I've bought, I'm really glad I did. A lot of fun. So, yeah, have a wedding, they said. It'll be fun, they said, right? I guess that's all to say is for the times that I don't stream, I don't know if it really affects anybody, but I do apologize. And if you guys would let me, which I know you wouldn't, if you would let me, I would return the favor by paying your guys' next subscription if I had a rough month. But I hope I don't upset anybody when I... Because the alternative is I go live and then I'm just like not having fun. And then nobody's having fun, right? So, I don't know. I guess I'm just rambling at this point. But I hope I'm not upsetting anybody. I really, I'm not trying to. It definitely doesn't help if I just, I don't know. We got 2 more hours, right? It definitely doesn't help that it doesn't help that we had what felt like a large group of buddies come in and like, that was a good several streams in a row. We're like almost 10 viewers, right? And that's not to say that I don't appreciate each and every one of you that comes in, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever people. But it hurts the mind to go from almost 10 viewers and a good, a bunch of people chatting to, losing all that. It not helpful. That's for sure. Maybe it's the summer season. Maybe it'll get back up during the winter season. Who knows? But yeah, ain't that the truth? Not that I've seen the movies, but there's a lot more There's a lot more movies about people having a bad time with weddings than good times, that's for sure. But we're just hoping that we're banking on having a good time and you know, just getting away and whatever. The hard part is I don't want it to feel like a grind. When it starts feeling like a grind, it makes it not as fun. Um, like I said, I think a big thing is I'm just not in the mood to play video games right now. Nothing really sounds fun. Nothing new has come out that I want to play. Call of Duty is coming out in October. Of course, it's coming out the Friday before the wedding, so I'm not going to be playing that until at least until after we get back. Unless you guys know of any games that have come out that are like not necessarily full price that I can try to play, I don't know of anything to play that I want to play. Which is kind of what sparked my idea to do this. Like, I always enjoy doing car things, so I thought maybe I would try to do a stream of car stuff. Which for a first attempt, I thought went pretty well. You know, never doing this before. I literally didn't even have OBS installed on my MacBook. The only scene I have installed is the camera and getting the microphone connected. Maybe I'll try to do. Oh yeah. Okay. I think it's a different change of pace, right? Like it's. I don't know how many people are on Twitch are doing. Not that taillights is a mechanic thing, but I don't know how many people on Twitch are doing mechanic things, right? It's all YouTube. So I don't know. I'll think about it going forward. Maybe we can just do some just spitballing here at this point. I've seen some people do just like chat and chill, where they just kind of set up in their garage and they just kind of shoot the shit, right? It's just talking cars or talking whatever. You know, it doesn't always necessarily have to be a video game stream, I guess. Just know that probably if it's a talking stream, it's not going to go 3 hours. Unless the conversation's good and we can keep it going. All right. I think I'm ready to go inside and take a shower because I think I've sweat 4 gallons. There's definitely some things you know, a bunch of small things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be getting some mud flaps and stuff, mainly to protect the paint, right? Secondarily for the looks. There's a bunch of little things that I can do that I can sit out here and, you know, butts with. And we can just hang out and do all that. That sounds like a good idea. I can do stuff with the Focus too. But anyway, I'm sweating bullets. I'm ready to go inside and take a shower. I know this is only an hour and a half long stream, but I need to go inside and take a shower. So I'm gonna pack it up here. You guys have a good night, and I'll think about what we're gonna do on Monday. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all on Monday.